So what inspired Volumicious was basically me losing my hair in 2016 as a result of pregnancy and stress. So I experienced what you call telogen alopecia, where your hair just falls off because of stress. For me, I always say it's about consistency. It's about consistency and believing in what you're doing and speaking life over it. So I've been the guinea pig, and when I started, I gave samples to people that had a hairline problem, bald patches, hair that hadn't grown. Someone's hair hadn't grown in 5 years, and 3 months it had grown back. So it was the
We're
result.
going to fix Temba's hairline today.
Yes.
Your mornings with Malume Tap.
It's time for our business plug, where we give entrepreneurs their chance to plug their business and find out more about who they are and what they do, right? Josie, join me in welcoming into studio. Zoey is joining us this morning. Morning, Zoey.
Hey, Zoey.
Now, we celebrate female entrepreneurs who take calculated risks to enhance their well-being and create meaningful solutions within their communities. Now, Zoey is the founder of and executive director of Volumicious Hair Solutions. It's a say it for me. Volumicious Hair Solutions, which, by the way, is a multi-award-winning brand which addresses hair loss solutions. Josie's been touching and looking and asking questions. We haven't even got into it, but good morning and welcome to UFM.
No, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity to speak about Volumicious.
There we go. Okay, now my first question is, let's talk personal journey.
Yes.
What inspired Volumicious? I mean, how did you turn such a challenging moment into a thriving business?
So what inspired Volumicious was basically me losing my hair in 2016 as a result of pregnancy and stress. So I experienced what you call telogen alopecia, where your hair just falls off because of stress. So inspired by my research project that I did at the University of Stellenbosch, that's how Volumicious was actually birthed. One day I was wearing a wig and I looked myself in the mirror, and the voice of the Holy Spirit, because I'm a Christian, I say, take that wig off and go revisit the research project that you did at the University of Stellenbosch, which basically I was looking at a plant that was being eaten by pregnant sheep. So when these pregnant mothers were eating these sheep, their newborn lambs were born without fur. So I had to investigate what was in the plant that was causing that, and I was able to isolate a compound and find out what it was doing at the molecular level that was causing the hair loss. So fast forward, I've lost my hair, and this is where actually it all started. And this was to just fix my hair. I wanted my hair back because I used to have hair and I was just frustrated, having lost my confidence and not feeling, that pretty. So that's how this brand, came about.
My hair's also falling out and my volume's also going, but that's just age.
It's age?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing. That's how I wear cap every single day of my life now.
Okay.
Because when I have wet hair, you can see through it into the scalp.
We can help you.
If this is going to help, I would try it.
We can definitely help you.
Let's talk a little bit about your success as far as the brand is concerned. You've empowered over 200 distributors. Can you take us through what strategies you use to also ensure that you are successful, in taking this brand from one place to another?
For me, I always say it's about consistency. It's about consistency and believing in what you're doing and speaking life over it. For me, I can say that, and also my faith in God, for me, that's what fuels me. And I believe that, this is a kingdom business to empower other people and uplift other people. But for me, I can say it's just being consistent every day, waking up and showing up.
There's something I read on social media. I think it must have been on TikTok or Instagram, where business owners had gathered and they said, guys, being an entrepreneur is not just something you wake up and do. It's actually very spiritual.
Yes,
and that's how you feel
yes,
too.
It's a calling. It's a calling. You don't just wake up and decide that, I just want to be in business. For me, it's a calling. It's a calling to empower other people, and it's a calling to change people's lives. Because when you are an entrepreneur, it's no longer about you. Entrepreneurship is almost like being a leader, and leadership is service. You're called to serve, not to be served. So it is a calling. If you are in business because you just want to make money, you're going to get tired and pull out. But when you have that passion and that burning fire that I want to better other people's lives.
Much of your inspiration came from just after you had given birth, you losing your hair due to pregnancy and all of that. There's still then this business that you really want to take off from the ground and allow it to be successful. Did something like balance, what was it a normal thing in your vocabulary? Did you find any kind of balance in having to be a fully present mother? You're also struggling with yourself. You're losing this hair, and there's this business that you also want to take up from the ground that speaks to your experience, and you know, with also potential to speak to many other mothers. How did you balance your feet?
As you know, for me, it's difficult to say I found balance. You know, it's just taking it one day at a time, because I started this business when I was working in corporate, you know, working for a global business. I mean, a global company. So this was a side hustle. It started as a side hustle, and I built it with my salary. You know, there was no
How excited were you when you sent the resignation letter? You're like, I'm doing this full time
Can
now.
I tell you what? Before I resigned, I listened to actually one of my customers, because I was in sales at the time. I was so scared, you know, because you're used to the salary that's coming at the end of the month.
You're comfortable.
You're comfortable, and comfort is the enemy of our progress. I always say that, right?
Yeah.
Comfort is the enemy of our progress. You're used to this paycheck that you're getting at the end of the month. And one of my customers, I was just on the verge of deciding, do I resign? Do I stay? He played me this video, and listen, Nicole says, so many of us, we are living on the edge because we are scared to jump. But I want to say to you today, go and jump, because you don't know. Either way, if you jump, you're either going to jump and fly, or you're going to jump and fall. Either way, you're going to get back up. So I'm telling you, go and jump. When I listened to that, I was like, you know what, this is my jumping moment. I'm going to jump. And I jumped in 2019, November. And just after I jumped, we went into COVID. Like, boy, I just made the biggest mistake of my life, because 3 months later, COVID happened, you know, and my business actually took off during COVID in 2020.
Because people weren't able to get other products, so you were kind of filling a little gap there.
I feel the gap, but I also believe that, can I tell you something? Can I tell you, it's not even a secret anymore. After I resigned from corporate, I went and I created a vision board. And in that vision board, it had everything that I was trusting God for. So when COVID happened, I took my vision board and I took it to God, and I said, God, this is what I'm believing you for. So it was also the vision that was pushing me during COVID, when other businesses were closing, because it was a tough time for many businesses. But I told myself that, you know what, I've got this vision, and I'm going to stand on it, and I'm going to push for it. And it's still standing by the grace of God. Wow.
Let's talk science a little bit. Scientific research. What was that process like, developing all the products in the range, and how much research went into making your products unique?
So as I've mentioned before, that for me it was inspired by my research project. So I was able then to do the opposite effect, like opposite. So looking at actives that are in plants that can basically bring back hair, because my project looked at an active that was taking away hair. So I looked at the opposite effect, and it was just something that I was testing, that I said, you know what, let me go and research and look at the actives that are out there that can actually grow back hair. Then what I did is I just fused them together, and I tested it on my hair. And over a process of time...
Were you your own guinea pig?
Yes, I was my own guinea pig.
So we can trust the product.
Yes, you can trust the product, because I tested it on my own hair. In a period of 1 year, my hair grew from earland to almost mid-back length. And I was just taking pictures every day, you know, to check if is this thing really working, because I just wanted my hair back. So I've been the guinea pig, and when I started, I gave samples to people that had a hairline problem, bald patches, hair that hadn't grown. Someone's hair hadn't grown in 5 years, and 3 months it had grown back. So it was the
We're going to fix Temba's hairline today.
Yes, it was actually the results for me that actually proved that the products are actually working. So we're not just selling a product that is packaged in a bottle, but we are basically saying that there is results that prove that the products are actually working. And to date, we have over 2,000 hair progress pictures. So it's your before and your after that basically show that the product's actually working.
Where do we buy this miracle product?
You know, we're actually down the road. We've got a hair clinic just here by Northlands Retail Park, just by Kaya Sense. So you can buy them there.
And online? Can we order it online?
You can also order online, but we also have the distributors that you can also buy. You can buy from.
What's your pricing like? give us your pricing so we can see if we can fit you in our budget.
No, of course you can.
Sure.
Yeah, of course you can. So we sell the products in a combo, because you see the results effectively when you're buying a combo. So for example, this is our full combo. It's called the Grow and Maintain. This combo, It's got the shampoo, the conditioner, the spray, the oil, the hair food, as well as the deep conditioning treatment. We recommend that for optimal hair results that you must
You get the whole combo.
You get the whole combo. But
How long will that combo last?
4
you?
to 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
That's
not
fair.
it's not like bread
So
that you must buy
2 or
every
3
days.
times a year, I'd be buying the combo.
Yes, or twice in a year, because you don't use a lot also. And we have that we drive hair education. We don't just product dump just because we want to make money. We walk the journey with you to your total hair confidence.
Nice.
So we take you through, it depends also where your hair is. If your hair is very short, you don't have to buy the whole combo at the start. You can just get the oil, the hair food, and shampoo. We call it the hairline and bowl patch combo. And this whole combo is 540. So it will last you for 4 to 6 months. So if you take 540 and divide it by 6, then you can actually see that it's something.
And the
that
whole combo, if I wanted...
it's 1,155. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just take you through the routine and why it's important to use the full combo. And we also have 2 hair clinics here in Johannesburg where we help women grow their hair.
Now, what advice would you give to young women out there that are listening, but they're hesitant to take the risks and pursue their dreams of being an entrepreneur?
You know what? I always say your dreams are valid. Your dreams are valid. Never look down on yourself. Fear is the enemy. Fear is the biggest enemy. You're fearing something that you don't even know. So you just need to take that step of faith, because you never know how far you're going to go until you take that step. And I always say to myself, if I feared that moment of making that decision to resign from my job, I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't have opened the doors of employment, because I'm not only an entrepreneur, but I'm also an employer, changing other people's lives. So I say to every young woman that is sitting there listening to me, it doesn't matter how small you start, but what is important is for you to just take that step and just go for it. Just do it. Just do it.
Give us your give us your handles, your social media pages. How do people go check it out?
So we are on TikTok, we are on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Twitter. And it's Volumicious. So it's Volumicious.
There you go.
Zoey, thanks so much for coming through and bringing your awesome products for us to check out. I urge you to go to their website or their social media pages. And like she said, you'll only need it twice a year. You get yourself a combo. And who knows, you could have that same joy that I see 2 things. I see the joy of your hair right now on Zoe's face.
Yeah.
And I see the envy on Khosikgadi's face.
I'm so jealous.
She's like, yeah.
Because
we won't talk about the incident that she had earlier last year.
I burnt my hair completely, like my hair caught fire. Really? Right? So we didn't have electricity by my place, and so I lit a candle and I was trying to, get ready, brush my teeth. So as I was bending over towards the basin, guys, my hair just caught fire. Wow. The candlelight and before I knew it, it had burnt to the ground. So I was struggling. I've been struggling to grow my hair since when? Like last year, July. Since last year, June, July, I've been struggling to grow my hair. It's here now, and I tried to come to work with my natural hair on Monday, and the comments were not so kind.
Why?
I didn't say nothing. She's a liar. She was unkind to herself.
No, don't worry.
They were like, your hair is so dry. Your hair is this and this.
In actual fact, she's lying, because the only person that made a comment about her hair was Gaugelo, and he complimented her.
Yes, he was the only man who complimented my hair.
No, don't worry.
These ones.
We said nothing, and she took that as an insult.
Because
and
they
she
always
filled
have
in the
something
blanks.
to say.
Volumicious is here for you. We're going to walk the journey with you. We're going to help you grow the hair that you never have to take off.
Beautiful hair, man.
Thank you.
Thank you